Again, on the web, efoodsdirect.com/Alex, or give them a call at 800-409-5633.
When you're out on the road, the last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They so pride in every stitch, guarantee you love the way they fit. They put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond gusset jeans. Made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond gusset jeans got it. Others don't.
Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to HomeGain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange Home Gain Gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's HomeGain.com. HomeGain.com. Check them out today.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
Leading a frontal assault on the lies of the New World Order. It's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
All right, I've got one more news item I want to hit at the very end of the broadcast here in about 12 minutes. It's 47 after right now. But I want to get to all these calls so I can give each caller about a minute and a half, Joe and others. Let's talk to Liz in Illinois. Liz, you're on the air.
Hi, Alex. Thanks for taking my call. I'm really glad that you brought up staged terror. And I don't know if you actually mentioned Obama saying that we can absorb another terror attack. I know you've mentioned it before.
No, I did talk about it last hour, yeah.
Right, because I wanted to bring to your attention either a predictive programming type show or major PSYOP. It's on NBC. It's called The Event. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah, they have constant shows about aliens invading or nuclear attacks, or they have that show Jericho where private contractors staged the attack to set up martial law. They had the show 6 months before on Fox, The Lone Gunman, where the government hijacks a jet to fly it in the World Trade Center to attack Afghanistan. I mean, it's called predictive programming, yes.
Yes. Well, you have to see the first episode because they literally show a plane about to fly into the president. And if that's not predictive programming, it is a major PSYOP because...
Well, yeah, the subconscious mind takes all these images of terrorism as real that we see in all these simulated shows like 24 and others that they had on previously. And so it creates this mental image that, you know, it's like telling kids monsters are real. They aren't really, you know, goblins. But if you tell a little kid that, they're going to be scared of goblins. And they just hype. Liz, I'll look the clip up online, okay? Thank you so much. We'll check into that. But, I mean, we've got the White House saying they think terrorists are about to hit Europe. That's your October surprise right there. We've got White House advisors saying 2 months before this that they needed to do this. You got Governor Ridge before him admitting they put out fake terror alerts. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Tim in Kentucky, you're on the air.
Hi, Alex.
Hey, buddy.
I just wanted to tell you a personal experience I had when I was in the military. I'm 55 years old, and I used to work on the C-5s when I was stationed in Dover, Delaware. And there was a time right at the very end of the Vietnam War where they were airlifting babies out of Vietnam. I guess it's a big PR thing. And one of them, they said, had a rear cargo door failure, and it crashed. And everybody, we were all mechanics on the flight line, and everyone on the flight line said there's no way that it happened. Even if the doors opened, they were designed to fly low and stuff go out of the back with parachutes and everything. So that was the first time I really personally experienced the crap that they hand out and expect you to believe it. And our theory was that it was shot down, but being that it was so close to the end of the war, they didn't want to say it was shot down because they would have had to retaliate or do something. They just wanted to get out.
Well, no, we know that at the end of World War II, at least 21,000 U.S. troops that had been in German prisoner of war camps, the Russians took over half of Germany or more and took them and put them in slave camps. And our own government just said, keep them. We want to be your ally. And that's what made General Patton so angry. And the same thing happened in Korea. And the same thing happened in Vietnam. And they've now even had congressional reports, and others come out and say, yes, we left people there. And it's totally evil. Tim, good points. Let's go ahead and talk to Luke in Vermont. Luke, you're on the air.
Excuse me, Alex.
Yes, sir.
It's nice to hear you. I'm up here in Vermont, and I just want to let you know what I've been doing. I've been trying to get my parents to think about what you've been talking about. And my dad has been saying stuff like, oh, well, take Bob Woodward. How does he not pick up on 9/11 truth?
Well, Bob Woodward was naval intelligence, and it's now been declassified that basically the government set up Nixon to weaken the presidency. It doesn't mean Nixon was a good guy, but that was basically a way to blame him for all the stuff they've done. That's even in Jesse Ventura's new book, by the way, that we carry at Infowars.com. They have a chapter. In fact, let me grab it. But I mean, keep going. So your dad's in denial about it.
Well, yeah, I've talked to him about money masters recently, and he says there's no problem having a private central bank. That's the way it should be. And, again, I really like to clarify that I realize how kind of vastly uneducated I am. I'm only 18. But, who am I to educate people in the first place? But some of these things are, I've been listening for the past 3 months, so I'm with you.
Well, I mean, I hear this a lot. How could the government keep something secret? They kept the Gulf of Tonkin secret for 40 years. They kept the Manhattan Project secret for 5 till they released it. I mean, they keep all sorts of stuff secret. But here's the section: Watergate Revisited, the CIA's War Against Nixon, page 77, and it very accurately shows how that happened. Bob Woodward is a government mouthpiece, and that's come out over and over again. He was getting leaked stuff from Kissinger. Let's talk to Kit in Georgia. Kit, you're on the air.
Hey, Alex, it's actually Kit. Thanks for waking me up, bro.
You bet. Your phone's cutting out. What's on your mind?
There was a crime committed in Georgia on September 9th. 3 men were caught trying to break into a nuclear power plant. It's actually on SavannahNow.com. They reported it. These guys were caught with ski masks. They were caught with a shovel, with wire cutters, numerous other implements. They were talked to for a couple minutes and then released.
Well, we know 4 years ago, Dick Cheney was involved. This came out in mainstream news. From Minot down to Louisiana with the disappearance of 2 cruise missiles. And why would the government try to steal cruise missiles from themselves? Well, you can put 2 and 2 together if they want to stage some type of event. Guys, search that. What's the headline? Men caught trying to sneak into...
It's Effingham deputies call feds after arresting Russians with shovel, wire cutters outside Georgia power plant.
Russians, and then they let them go? That sounds very suspicious.
Yeah, it says the men were all charged with possession of tools during the commission of a crime. The 3 were released after being interviewed by a task force, the Sonapur said. Okay,
let me stop you. That sounds very suspicious. Give us the headline one more time. We're going to pull it up before the show ends for PrisonPlanet.tv viewers. Effingham police?
deputies call feds after arresting Russians with shovel wire cutters outside.
No, there it
Georgia
is.
Power.
It's SavannahNow.com. Effingham deputies call feds after arresting Russians with shovel wire cutters outside Georgia Power Plant. This is big. This is very suspicious because the fact that they were ordered released, this may be some type of false flag where they're trying to, I mean, from past research, having a team be caught and then released so they could scare internal intelligence agencies about or later stage an event and claim the Russians did it like Operation Northwoods, or real Russians could be trying to break in to steal U.S. nuclear isotopes because those will have signatures that they were produced in the U.S. Every country has its own recipe, and they can also tell where it was mined from, to then build a weapon or a dirty bomb to detonate it somewhere and blame the U.S. So this guy looks like a special ops operator. It just showed the mugshot photo. This needs to be this is huge. Why were they released? That stink. Oh, this is incredible. Believe me, folks, I'll be covering it tomorrow, 11 a.m. That's why I love taking calls, sir. Thank you for calling. I wouldn't have known about that. That's why they hate shows like this one, because we're all over the country on AM, FM, shortwave, satellite, internet. We get millions of visitors to the websites every day, the radio show every day. And a lot of this type of news would only be regional. It would never make it outside Georgia, but a show like this will cover it. And I'm getting constant intel on this. I'm sorry to other callers. I'm out of time here, but call me back tomorrow, Dustin, Ronnie, and Joe. But I get constant reports like this one. And we had a lot of this chatter before 9/11. You can make of it what you want, but this is out of Raw Story. It was covered by ABC affiliate in Salt Lake City, the ABC4. Utah residents fear Israeli art students prying into NSA data center. A local ABC affiliate in Salt Lake City, Utah, has caused a stir online with a report suggesting self-proclaimed Israeli art students peddling their artwork from door to door have been asking disturbing questions about plans to build an NSA data center in the area. These salespeople say they are Israeli students. See, they want to find people that'll then say, yeah, I work there. Then they can get intel from them or offer them money to then spy. And Israel's been caught spying on us a lot, and that's in the news. ABC4 reporter Brent Hunsaker explained they even produce Israeli passports. They say they're selling their own artwork, and that was the same story before 9/11, to raise money to open a gallery. So why would an Israeli art student want to know about the NSA agency? And it goes on to say the suspicions go back to 2001, 2002. Salon described how Drug Enforcement Agency field offices were reporting that young Israelis claiming to be art students and offering artwork for sale had been attempting to penetrate DEA offices for a year. The Israelis had also attempted to penetrate the offices of law enforcement and the Defense Department agencies. This is incredible. God bless you. Hello, friends. This is Alex Jones. You've heard me talk about Cal-Ben 5-star soaps for years. This is an American-made product of the highest quality and compares to nothing you will find in stores.